And welcome back to Resident Evil for the Nintendo GameCube. Alright my friends, welcome back. So, get rid of a couple of things and we're going to make some extra progress in this game at the moment. We're pretty much good. There was a door upstairs that I never went in because I had too much stuff in my inventory. And we have 8 slots, I think, in comparison to Chris, who only has about, I don't know, maybe 6. I don't really play as Chris normally. But it's this room up here. This is kind of, you know, a very puzzly room, but it's not that difficult if you know what to do. So we can go ahead and get rid of this key, which frees up another slot for us, and we can then just go ahead and enter this room now. And we're actually getting very close to finishing off this game. I think my next episode will probably be the finale to this playthrough, so I'm looking forward to that. We can get ahead and play some different games now. Okay, right, so first of all, you see that that eagle that's looking around? Think of that as a security camera. It's watching our every move. It's kind of turning in line with us. And there is like a shiny object in the animal heads in this room, as you'll see when I turn off the light. They're just glistening away on their own free will. So as you can see, there is one up there, which is a red looking one. And we can just take that like that. What you want to do, I cut it to save a little bit of time, but you can actually just lure the eagle away, get up there and grab the other gem. You got to be very quick, because if you don't, as soon as the eagle looks at it, it kind of locks it in place and you can't take it out of the animal head. So yeah, think of the eagle as a security camera that locks your puzzle for you if it sees you. So we've got 2 gems now. What the heck do we do with those, I wonder? Well, a couple of episodes ago we actually saw a tiger's head. Don't need to go into the save room. And we did actually use a gem on that before. Now these guys are just going to try and make your life hell. They can scare the crap out of you if you don't know that they're coming. Fortunately for me, I expected that. We haven't seen them for a while, so they're sort of rearing their ugly heads. And these guys are as well, because they're still behind. I remember leaving these guys before. Come to think of it, there's about maybe 4 or 5 zombies in this area. I don't think I killed any of them. I literally just run around them all. But yeah, this is the one I'm talking about. So we placed a gem in here before. Let's go ahead and actually face the tiger's head. That would help us out a lot more, wouldn't it? And by putting the yellow one in there, that will turn it the other way now. And by turning counterclockwise, we get this. This is an ammo disc. This is how you know you're getting towards the end of the game. So I don't think there's anything else in this room for us to actually get. We got some ammunition by turning it clockwise, and we've got the ammo disc by turning it counterclockwise. So we're pretty much done in here for the time being. And just on our left out here, there's another zombie that I really insulted the last time I went past him, because I sort of gave him like a little pat on the back and run around him, like I'm about to do now. Hey man, how's it going? See ya. Because he pretty much turns the same way every time you run past him, so if you can, you know, predict his moves, you can get around him without actually having to waste any ammunition. Not that ammunition has been, you know, troublesome for me in this game, so I'm not really worried about that anyway. But it's just as a precautionary. So let's see, in this episode I'm going to go ahead and take out Lisa Trevor, I think. Yeah, I'm probably going to get that done this episode. I'll go and defeat Lisa Trevor, and then in the finale I'll rescue Chris, and we'll go ahead and fight the tyrant and complete this game. We'll finish this category. Alright, it's been a good game, I have to say. It's always fun to sit down and try and solve the mysteries of the Spencer Mansion. It's good if you know what you're doing, because if you don't know what you're doing, you can be pacing back and forth, and I didn't really want to kill a playthrough by, you know, wasting your time, wasting my time, looking around a building and making this like a 20 episode series, because I don't know where to go. So I kind of, you know, had to make sure that I know what I'm doing before playing this game smoothly like I am, because I'm not exactly a speedrunner. I mean, I've probably done this game in between 3 and 4 hours. You know, a speed run of this game is typically 2 hours and lower. Okay, right, so for us, we now have a puzzle to do with this box. This can be very finicky, so we use the red gem with this, and that breaks off the little pieces. And we go ahead and place those inside the little panel at the top. And once that's done, you just put the last one in place, and it can be very finicky. You have to really adjust the pieces to get them to work properly. But inside is a brooch, but it's not a brooch because if we examine the brooch, it is actually a key, if I remember correctly. Let's go ahead and check this out. This should all be, yeah, this should be a functional key for us. And believe it or not, said key can be used immediately in this door right here. And there's no further use for it. So we pretty much discard it immediately. So we get rid of the red gem, the box, and the brooch, which was the key, all in one go, just to get in this one room. And there's not a humongous amount of stuff in here. I mean, for one, there is some shotgun ammo, which I'll gladly take. But there is also this thing behind me, which I'll get to in just a second, because we need it to actually access Lisa Trevor's whereabouts. This is the metal object, so this is pretty much similar to the crest that we had before. So we combine it, and there we go. We've got a functional crest, essentially, with the umbrella symbol on it. And we only need one more to, I don't know, I guess be home free. So I might as well go back the way I came. This seems to be the quickest shortcut for me. I guess because I'm playing as, you know, Jill Valentine, I've got the lockpick, and for some reason this shortcut just helps you get around the mansion and just saves you a little bit of time. I mean, speedrunners may typically use Jill Valentine because she has access to certain doors, like for example this one. I don't think you can go through this one as Chris. It definitely saves us a bit of time, that's for sure. Okay, right. So this is going to be about a 10-part series then. That's about average, actually, thinking about it. I was going to sit down and play the whole game in one sitting, but I don't know, I felt like a series part thing is, you know, more my kind of thing. I normally break things up into to parts. Plus, some people sometimes just want to sit down and watch a 10-15 minute video rather than, you know, sit down for a whole 2 hours or something. But there we go. Yeah, I wonder what's on the other side of this door. One can only imagine based on the same sound that we've been hearing on and off throughout this game. I mean, I do feel sorry for Lisa Trevor, but she is kind of creeping me out now. I kind of just want this over and done with. Another box there. This area reminds me of the start of Code Veronica for some reason. Just the layout in general. I can get rid of that, I suppose. Do I need anything else with me? Probably just the medal, yeah. Because we'll be using that later on. I think I'm good for guns, actually. I don't really think I need too much else. I'm going to cruise along with what I've got, I think, yeah. Yeah, it just reminds me of the prison from Code Veronica. When you go outside and you're in the graveyard. I don't know, it's got a very similar vibe to it. Apart from when you get here and everything turns upside down. Kind of feel like you're just entering the demon world out of Devil May Cry. Just everything's going weirder and weirder the further you go down in the world. Reminds me of Devil May Cry 2, actually. Halfway through the game, everything starts turning upside down and becoming and starts becoming more demonic and stuff. That's kind of like what's going on here. Like, we are literally walking into hell, I think. Now, what are we doing? What are we actually doing in this place?
Jill, you're alive. I was worried because I thought you were...
Start talking.
Calm down. I didn't want to do it. Believe me, I can explain.
Don't lie to me!
Time to talk. Jill, hand me my gun! Thanks, Jill.
Okay, showtime. So, yeah, I'm planning on going for the best ending, and I don't want to botch things up, so probably best that I give Barry back his gun. Wow, she can jump over that thing as well. She don't normally do that when I play against her. Alright. So this boss fight isn't actually that bad. All you pretty much got to do is just push these rocks off of the ledge, which are attached to the chain. The chain is actually attached to the top of the coffin, as you'll see in just a second. But Barry is delaying her big time for us. Yeah, she is really pissed, as you can see. Oh, she's coming. Quick, push it. Go. Hurry up. Oh, that was close. She nearly got me. Okay, so this is where Lisa Trevor sees her mum, who is actually dead. Yeah, she's just found out that her skeleton's inside that coffin, so she takes her skull and then jumps off the ledge. Very cryptic, if you ask me. That is very dark indeed.
I don't believe that thing's really dead. Leave this place up to me and go on ahead.
Okay.
Okay, see ya, Barry. None of that just happened, apparently. Yeah, like I previously pointed out, he's acting very strange at the moment, and there is good reasons behind that. But I'll leave that to the last episode in case you guys haven't, I don't know, ever seen Resident Evil before. I'll be quite surprised if you haven't, because it's quite a classic game, but I won't say anything just in case there's anybody out there. But yeah, Barry has his, let's say, restrictions on that. I don't know. He's got some stuff going on right now. So this is where we make use of the medals. This is a eagle-shaped one, so of course, guess what? We're going to use the eagle one for this. And the other one's around here as well. All of this just to open up one path, believe it or not. And I've already got one of these ammo discs. So we've got 2 more ammo discs to collect later on. There's a total of 3. And if you want to get the good ending, I advise you pick all 3 of them up, because that's how we're going to save Chris. And I'm going for the best ending in this game. I think it's the better way to play it. Alright, who knew that there was a secret passage underneath this this little pond area here? I did, because this is Spencer's doing. Let's use the elevator. Speaking of which, Spencer, no more music, no? Nothing at all. So at this point in the GameCube version, you actually have to change the disc over, which is a little bit perplexing to me, because this is really, like, towards the end of the game. I mean, we're at least 3/4 through this now, so for the game to request that you put the second disc in, so that it can load up the last bit of information needed to actually play the rest of this game, it's kind of, I don't know, it's very random. So now that I've got an opportunity to use the box again, I'm debating whether I should. I'll probably leave it for the time being. I'm just cruising along with my trusty shotgun. My boomstick, as Ash would say. Alright, yeah, let's just keep on going. Hello, Mr. Zombie. Bye-bye, Mr. Zombie. Trying to take out their heads, because later on this is going to become a nuisance for us. Take off his head. No, okay, he's on the stairs and he's not getting back up. Right, that's not very good. That means later on he's going to be a Crimson Head, and we actually have to run past him later on. He's going to be up. Yeah, he might just get in our way. Yeah, it's just a bit of an inconvenience later on that we could have actually saved ourselves, but never mind. I'll save the herbs there for later on, because if I run into trouble with him and I get hurt, I can just pick up a couple more healing items anyway. I think there's about 3 back there, so that's enough for a full mixed herb. Sometimes you've got to plan ahead in this game. Oh yeah, another zombie. Can I take the head off? Yep, okay, I'm trying to deal with as little as I can in terms of Crimson Heads, because what I probably would have done was grab my kerosene bottle and my lighter, because I did actually refill my kerosene. And there is another container of that around here somewhere, so you can get a good couple of burns out of it as well. Right, so there's a few things we can do in here, including this. We can just type in the login details here, John, and the password is actually Ada. I won't go into details as to why that is, but there is good reason. They do explain it in Resi 2. Okay, let's just clarify that one up. There we go. That lets us log in. Let's see, let's go ahead and do floor, yeah, let's do 3F. because this immediately unlocks when we do it. There isn't really any order to do this, I just thought I'd do that one first. Now we'll do number 2. And the password is cell. Naturally, of course. Alright, hooray for permission. Everybody loves permission. Right, that's us done. Yep, I will quit. Thank you very much. Right. So, what else can I take from here? A couple of body bags, that's beautiful. But I might as well take another battery pack. Because who doesn't love the stun gun? Some more first aid, might take that. And there's just a variety of chemicals and other stuff here that we could just look at, I suppose, but we can't actually interact with. We're pretty much done in this room now. Okay, right, saving ourselves some effort later on by using the passwords and login details and all that kind of stuff. We need to do that really before doing anything else. Let's go this way this time. See how this place is kind of like a maze essentially? See, I could have gone through that door first, but instead I've gone, you know, straight ahead, done the password, and then come back to this place. There's more doors that I can go in, is what I'm trying to say. Now I can go in this one. So I could have gone in this one first, but I'm going to go into it now. Right, more first aid items. What do? Do I just rack up and have like 10 first aid sprays? What's the point? Alright, let's go ahead and put this password in. 8462. One thing I do know though is the tyrant at the end of this game is actually kind of difficult, so I will make sure to take first aid items with me. But as you saw, I've got the 3rd ammo disc now and the laboratory key, so I'm fully stocked in terms of inventory here now. Alright. Oh yeah, I've got the film, Kenneth's film. You can watch it there if you like, but I'm not going to bother this time. Map of the laboratory. Yep. Thank you, Dexter, and we can just get the heck out of here now. It's hard to believe that we're actually right near the end of this game, and we've already taken out Lisa Trevor, we've beaten the giant spider, we've beaten the snake for the 2nd time. We've faced off against hunters, crimson heads. I mean, we're going to come across, you know, the lab zombies and everything else real soon as well. I always say when you start picking up items like ammo discs and things like that, you know you're getting to the end of a Resident Evil game. Seems to be a regular occurrence. Anything laboratory based, it pretty much tells you everything you need to know about how far you are through the game. Alright, I'm going to use the key on this one, use it up, because we actually use it in here as well, and that allows me to free up another slot, which I think is going to come in handy any second. Any free inventory space is always good. Oh yeah, this place is a joy. Like an absolute joy, because we're about to encounter a new enemy, believe it or not. We haven't faced off against these yet, but we need to climb up here and go through the air vent shaft, I guess you could call it. That just drops us down here. And yeah, here we go. Just randomly out of the blue, it's like, hey, how you doing? Want a hug? And it will try and hug you, and yeah. It's dead now, so it won't get that satisfaction. But they are extremely creepy, and they can be a little bit persistent towards the end of this game as well. Like now, for example. I heard you kill my friend. All he wanted was a hug. Can I have a hug? And then that's it. He's dead as well. They just like disintegrate away immediately. It's kind of gross. I don't think there's anything else in here for us to do, so before another one of those things come through, I'm just going to go ahead and take the 2nd shaft now. Alright, any more down here? I wouldn't be surprised. No, okay. Well, I'll go ahead and take another battery. Kind of begs the question why I don't have a flashlight or anything like that. So we can go ahead and use up one of these ammo discs. It's always nice to get rid of the ammo discs because you're just freeing up more space every time. And this is pretty much how we free up Chris as well. So as you can see, one of the lights are on. But we need to find 2 more of these, you know, these systems to, you know, place the ammo discs in. Let's just push this whole shelving unit out of the way. Jill was really sort of like, I don't know, built up some muscles throughout this game. Okay, right. So now I can go through this door. Alright, I've pretty much seen everything there is to see in this game now. All of this so far, this is all new to me. This is all like new grounds for us to cover. We've been around the mansion more times than I'd like to say. And we're on, I don't know, we're on new turf. And that can be scary. Because in this room especially, we're going to have a couple more of those things. Like right here, for example, you can just get the heck out of the way. I mean, this is what I freed up my shotgun for. I mean, you come across enemies later on, and fighting them things with a handgun, I mean, what really and truthfully is the point? Oh yeah, it's one of these things. I thought it was another one of the ammo disc things for a second. Yeah, I remember. This is a refueling device. So we take the empty fuel supply capsule. We need to fill that up. And just be very careful that you don't run with it, because it will say on the capsule when you pick it up that you're not really supposed to run while carrying it, because it can explode. I've never actually done that, but you know what I mean, I'm not taking the risk, because I know that this game can have ways of instant killing you. Like if you mess up a puzzle, the room can fill with gas, it can kill you, that kind of stuff. So I wouldn't be surprised if a fuel capsule exploded all of a sudden while we're walking down a corridor. She frees up Chris for some reason earlier on, and she just runs to him, "Hey Chris," and just explodes in front of him. He'd just be really, like, not to be punny or anything, but he'd be blown away by that. Right, back through here again. Fair bit of backtracking, but we haven't done much of this place yet. I just want to get rid of these ammo discs. They're kind of getting in the way, especially when you see stuff like that. There's flame rounds on the side there, and I'm like, what do? I might as well use up the shotgun. Hang on a second, there's a zombie around here. Yes, if I can get a headshot or something, I can free up another slot. Alright, it didn't take off his head, but I can actually go ahead and reload the shotgun after that. What is this? Just a fax? Yeah. Okay, what have we got over here a second? Let's have a little look. Just freeing up a ton of slots ahead of time, so that's 2 down and 1 more to go. Alright, so there's a little like container here. That is where we use this capsule. I need to actually interact with it though before I can do that. Okay, right, let's fill that up, and if you read the description here, it actually says after we fill it up, you've got the fuel supply capsule. The main ingredient in this fuel appears to be nitro compound. Running could result in a fatal explosion. So, yeah. I'm going to try not to run too much. Might take the incendiary shells. Yeah, that'll probably do us. Yep, okay, we can go now. That's pretty much all we came here for. Pick up an item, drop off an item, kill a zombie. A day in the life of Jill Valentine, no doubt. Yeah, so I did a bit of running there. It didn't actually explode, which is fortunate. I'm not going to play around with it too much, but yeah, as you can see, it's not really going off when you run a little bit, so I'm going to just try and be a little bit careful with how I play the rest of this segment off. Yep, that hasn't gone off. Okay. It's actually quite nerve-wracking. It's like you're playing with death, really. That's what it feels like. Because you pretty much are. So I'm just going to walk around very carefully. Okay, might as well free up that. Yep, okay. Cool. So now everything becomes a little bit slower for us from here on out. Just for like another, I don't know, a few minutes at absolute most. I don't want to be walking down the corridor and then just suddenly, spontaneously combust. That would scare the crap out of me. Is there any more of them things around here? I know I took one out before. Probably a good thing I did, because if I didn't, he'd probably get in my way right now. Alright, finally I can get rid of it now. Oh, fine, right, I'll interact with it. I'm so used to going into the menu and just clicking use, but you actually have to interact with this first. Now I can run. The joys of having free running abilities. Take them for granted sometimes. I'm going to go around here actually. Going back could be a big mistake because you're there. Yep, there's so many of them things in this game. So many of them. I call them the laboratory monsters, because I'm pretty much gathering that's exactly what they are. And this is how we free up Chris for later on. So we've gone ahead and got rid of the third and final ammo disc. I'm probably not going to bother fighting this guy because I don't feel like it's necessarily worth it. That was extremely close. Don't need to be going that way. I better hurry up though because he's right on my tail. Yep, and there's another one. Hello to you two. I'm out of here. Okay, right, so there's actually, I don't know, I guess a few more of them things to deal with. That's not the last of them. No, there's more of them. Yep, he's coming after me. Wait, I need to go in there. Quick, go in there. Hurry up. Oh, jeez, wow. There you go. Start it up. Yep, I need to get the heck out of here. I don't know if them things can instant kill you, but I'm not taking any chances. Wow, another one. Yep, bye. Something tells me that they're getting annoyed with me, especially if that's the same two from the previous room. Because I know some enemies can chase you through different rooms. It might be them trailing me through the air vents. Yeah, I'm not giving them the chance at all, am I? I'm just running literally right past them. But I want to save my ammo. I want to save every bullet I got. They're still behind me. Wow. Too many close calls in this game. If I could go back and show you guys all of the close calls, I mean I've had several with zombies, hunters as well, the snake. The second time I fought the snake he nearly got a lucky hit on me but he didn't, which is quite a nice comparison to the first time I faced off against him because he poisoned me the first time. But yeah, I'm going to end the episode here guys, seems like a very good place to do so. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the playthrough and I'll see you all next time. Take care.